Hey guys, welcome back. So today I'm going to be doing my VIB recommendations video. Now Sephora has this sale every year, twice a year. The first time around it's 15 and then this time around towards the holidays it is 20% off, which is like the best because Sephora never has sales unless the product is like crap. I mean, let's be honest. I'm really excited to share these products with you. I have some holiday stuff, I have some oldies but goodies, some staples, and I'm also going to share with you guys what is in my basket on Sephora.com as I wait for the VIB sale. Now, I am VIB Rouge, but I missed that sale because I didn't get my shit together and like get my list up. But now I have a list. It's about like 10 or 11 items, nothing too crazy, but I figured I would share it with you at the end of this video if you were curious. If you want to see all of my VIB sale recommendations, then let's just go ahead and get started. So I'm going to try to get through these pretty quickly because if I talk in depth about everything, we're going to be here for a very long time. So first thing I would recommend is the Smashbox Primer Water. I think you guys know this by now. This is one of my favorite primers ever. It's really great for oily skin as well. If you feel like you need a refresher, need some hydration, this is the best way to go. I use this every single time I wear any sort of face makeup. Even though this product doesn't like fill in my pores or anything or help with texture, it does hydrate my skin, which helps foundation lay a lot better than if it was like really dry. So I love this, and then I put a pore minimizer in the areas that I need it, which is in my T-zone, but I highly recommend this. Get it 20% off because it's the bomb. Okay, next up is the YSL. Let me fix this top, make it pretty for you. Next up is the YSL All Hours Foundation. I think this is so pretty. I know this has a very high alcohol content, so just look into it, see if you want to purchase it and whatnot. I actually took this traveling with me, which I wouldn't recommend. You can see the bottom is messed up because it is a really nice glass bottle, and I took it traveling because that's just who I am. I like this foundation a lot. It does have a pump and it just looks really good on the skin. It doesn't accentuate pores. It makes your skin look flawless. You can have texture and it still looks good. I love this foundation a lot. It's one of my favorites. Again, I don't use this every single time I put on my makeup, but I do really love it for like special occasions because it makes me look flawless. Okay, next up is the Hourglass Vanish Stick Foundation. This is one that I would recommend if you have more dry skin, not super oily. I mean, I have really oily skin and I wear it, but you are gonna get pretty shiny really quickly. But the coverage of this is amazing. I think it's one of the best, actually the best stick foundation I've ever tried because it doesn't ever look cakey, it doesn't break up on the skin, and it really covers absolutely everything and looks flawless. If you're oily and okay with getting shiny a little bit quickly and having to blot more, I would totally go for this. I think it is so pretty, great on the skin, and I love the shade Warm Beige for when I'm nice and self-tanned. It's my favorite. This lasts for such a long time and looks gorgeous in photos. Next up is this Tarte Holiday Blush Palette. I think this is Holiday. I can't keep up anymore. This is what it looks like. You do have 8 blushes and 2 highlighters. As you can see, I have been using this. I love this palette. First off, because I love the Tarte Amazonian Clay blushes. I think they're phenomenal. So having this is just so great because it's compact, easy to travel with. This is honestly going to last you so long. Instead of just buying one Tarte blush, just go buy this and you'll be set for quite a long time. I just think it's great. The quality is still there. They're not different from the original Amazonian Clay blushes. And this highlight right here in Whimsical is really nice. I wouldn't say I love it more than the Spotlight palette, but it is nice because I was traveling, forgot my highlight, so I used that one and it looked really great in photos. Next up, I have this Tarte brush set, and I'm showing you this one because I kept another one that I believe the one that I kept is on the website. I'm not sure, but I know they do have something very similar to this on their website, and I would highly recommend picking it up because Tarte brushes are amazing and they don't skimp on them in these kind of like gift sets. If you've been wanting to try Tarte brushes, I would recommend this because these are my favorite brushes. When they come out with stuff like this, that's when I usually gravitate towards them because they're more fluffy and there's a lot more options, and usually they just have like 1 or 2 brushes that kind of go with different foundations. But this is just a really great set if you want to try it out, and you get a little holder. I mean, this is good. So with these sales, I think it's really smart to go in. If there's something that is like really above your price range that you've been wanting, this is the time to get it. When I think of things above my price range, I think of Natasha Denona. And this is the perfect time to purchase her palettes. They're over $100. Her palettes are. It's insane, but they're really great quality. So I do have the Sunset palette here. This is a really great warm toned palette. It is beautiful. The quality is there. I love the shades. I love the mattes. I love the shimmers. I love the intense glitters. I mean, it's just, it's there. These are such good eyeshadows. I really recommend picking up her palettes at this time. So again, the Sunset palette as well as this green brown palette, which I did use for my wedding ceremony and I loved it. It's pretty beat up, but I think it's great. I love this palette so much, and I use it a lot, as well as her Blackest Black eyeshadow, which is just a single eyeshadow. That is such a great black because it blends so well. She does have a few different palettes now that you could choose from. She has a purple one, a more blue toned one, but these two are by far my favorite from her, and I purchased them myself and I love them. And then if you don't want to go the route of Natasha Denona, then the Sephora Pro Warm palette is amazing as well. Very, very pigmented. You have a lot of shades to choose from. It's really similar to the Sunset palette, but just a little bit different. But this does have some really pretty shades in here. You have a lot of mattes, a lot of shimmers, and the quality is there as well. So if you want to save some cash, this is a great way to go. They also have two different ones, an electric palette, which is intense, and then they have a cool toned one, which isn't my favorite. Then one last one that's a little bit more compact, but still on the warm tone side because I'm a warm toned freak. I can't stay away from it, is the Too Faced Just Peachy palette. This is an all matte palette, so there are no shimmers in here. So it's going to be up to you, kind of like what you're feeling. But this is a really great palette. You have a lot of pretty shades. Again, just very warm and perfect for, I think, year-round. Up to you, but I think year-round this is perfect. This does smell like peaches, if you're wondering, and I really, really like this a lot. So this is what it looks like. And then last but not least are these liquid lipsticks from Smashbox. I believe they came out with the metallic ones on Sephora. I'm not sure. I thought they were coming out with them like next year, but these are so good. Any of their liquid lipsticks are just, they're so good. They've came out with so many different colors, which I love. Here are two of my favorites. True Grit is one of my favorite, like deep browns. I mean, you can't get prettier than that. That is so pretty. They're very opaque, and I love the applicator of these. I mean, they just have the best formula. It's not drying. It doesn't crack on your lips. It just looks really, really good, and they last for such a long time. And then this is a new favorite. It is gorgeous. This is in the shade Out Loud. This is more of like a warm toned. Oh my god, this is like a warm orange. Oh my god. That is just... that. Look at that. Okay, now let's talk about what I have in my cart on Sephora. So I have some repurchases in here. I have some things from like old days that I kind of want to try out again. And then I have some new products that I'm itching to try, but let me know if you like them. Because there's one thing I'm a little nervous to buy because I've seen such mixed reviews and it's so expensive. But anyways, I'll just tell you what I got. Also, as I'm talking through these products, I'll have a image pop up of what they are so you can see them. First thing is the Natasha Denona Eyeshadow Palette 5. This is no surprise because these came out and I was like, oh my gosh, I have to have that number 5 one. There's just something about this eyeshadow palette that I love. So super excited. I'm going to be getting this, hopefully, at the VIB sale. Another thing that I repurchased that I actually have right here is the L'Occitane Ultra Rich Body Cream. Now, they did change up their packaging. I don't know if you guys have noticed. They went to a tin top, which is pretty nice. I think it looks a little bit more fancy. But yes, I am repurchasing this because I love it, and I don't think my body is prepared for winter here at Drum, so I want to make sure I have the perfect moisturizer for my skin. This is like the best. It keeps me super moisturized no matter how dry I am. This saves the day. I'm going to purchase this because it is super expensive, and I'm going to get 2 of them because I need to make sure I'm fully stocked. So I'm going to be repurchasing the Sol de Janeiro Brazilian Foreplay Moisturizing Shower Cream Gel because I love it. It's very moisturizing as well, and it smells really good, and I just haven't had it in so long. When I used it, I was loving it, and then I'm not going to lie, I saw James's video on Tati's channel. I thought it was so cute, and I was trying to get ideas for Davis as well, and he had mentioned this and I was like, oh my god, I forgot all about that body wash. I love that body wash. So I threw it in my cart and I was like, I'm gonna go buy that. Another recommendation from, I know Davis isn't gonna watch this video, another recommendation from James is the Kiehl's Close Shavers shave cream. He said it was like the best of the best, and I trust him, so I figured I would get it for Davis as a stocking stuffer. So I have that in my cart. So I have this Sephora Collection Winter Flush Blush Palette. First off, it's only $16. Anastasia has a blush palette out as well. I don't know how much it is, but I know it ain't $16. I know it's a little bit higher price than that. I just want to try it out and kind of compare the two as well to see if you could save some cash and just get the Sephora collection one and not the Anastasia one. But I did purchase the Anastasia one in my Ulta order that has come in this week. I'm having a huge order from Ulta come in this week, so if you want to see a haul, let me know down below and I will work on that for you. But there's a lot of drugstore and some stuff from Anastasia that I wanted to order right away, so those are coming in the mail now. Okay, so this next one is the one I'm nervous about because it's $125. I'm sure you know what I'm talking about, but it's the Pat McGrath Mothership 2 eyeshadow palette. It just looks so pretty from the pictures. Like, it just looks so nice. But I've seen some very mixed reviews on the actual shadows. There's only 10 eyeshadows in here, so it's in my cart, but I can't confirm if I'm going to buy it just yet. Let me know down below if you guys have tried it or not. I can't decide it just yet. I mean, I know I can return it, but I'm not there yet. Another thing is the ColourPop Golden State of Mind shadow palette. Now, I haven't tried, I don't think, any ColourPop eyeshadows. I don't think at all. I don't think I've ever tried their eyeshadows. I've only tried things that I used to get in like little bags, like the little Ipsy bags or something, which was like freaking so long ago. I'm really interested to try this out because it looks absolutely stunning on the website, and I don't know, I'm just all about it. I know it's an all shimmer palette, but I'm here for it. I have matte shadows, so I don't mind having to pull a matte shadow for that palette. It's $26. I think it's really cool that ColourPop's in Sephora, and I just want to try them out. I got that as well as a repurchase of the Makeup Forever ink liner, which is this one right here. It's just a very nice matte eyeliner. It's super black, and I've just been repurchasing this for so long that I figured I might as well get another one when I could get 20% off. See, we have 3 more things. I have the Huda Beauty Obsessions eyeshadow palette. Now, I have this in my cart, but I just saw a video today. Somebody like holding it in their hand, and it is so small. I don't know. I really want to try it out. I love Huda Beauty stuff right now, and I don't know. The smoky palette is just kind of calling my name. And then another thing I have in my cart is the NARS Sheer Glow Foundation, and I wanted to try this because I remember I was even thinking about throwing the Makeup Forever Matte Velvet Plus in my basket because I was just thinking about back in the day how I used to use the NARS Sheer Matte, and people were like, oh my god, you need to try Sheer Glow. Even if you have oily skin, you just need to try it. So every time I go on the site and look at it, I think about that moment of, you know, years ago when people talked about it, and I just don't ever go and buy it. I'm interested to see how it will wear on my skin. And then again, I've been thinking about purchasing the Makeup Forever Matte Velvet Plus, because if you watched me way back in the day, then you understand that I used to love the shade 45. I'm just interested to see if I still loved it. Yeah, that is all my recommendations and what is currently in my cart. Let me know what you guys are going to purchase from the sale. I want to know down below. Also, if you're going to get that Pat McGrath Mothership thing, or if you already have it, please let me know your thoughts down below, because that will help determine if I'm going to buy it or not, because it is a lot of money for a palette. I mean, Natasha Denona, I splurge on her palettes like this because I know the quality. I would be very surprised if I got a palette that I didn't like. But Pat McGrath, I have not tried any of her eyeshadow products, so let me know down below in the comments. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye!
You're my music, but you tear me to pieces. So where does it come from? A scene that keeps playing on repeat, ignores the